Hello and welcome to the first video from the Battle of Braavos. This is round one. We will have Kelsey playing Baratheon Fealty and Jossle playing Stark Fealty. I just want to give a quick shout out to AJ, who you've seen on earlier videos here, who set up this whole tournament. It was a lot of fun. There's about 22 players and going to be running a small giveaway with some of the playmats. You won't actually see them in this video. They're being covered up by these lovely playmats here, but I will explain exactly how to enter into that a little later. But first, I'm joined by Alejandro.
Hello again.
And we are getting into setup. Again, I think I have a tendency of editing out the initial mulligans, so I think both of them mulliganed. So keep that in mind here.
Oh, rough. Okay, good warning because that's rough. That's rough for Kelsey.
Yeah, Kelsey with the 2 reducers and the Iron Throne, Bran, Fast Eddie, and the Neil reducer location. So,
On top of the fact that this is a really hard match for Barrett, like Stark Fealty is just almost a hard counter to Barrett because of all the stand tech that they have. So.
Yeah, so Kelsey has a bit of an uphill struggle here.
Definitely.
But let's see if Jossle can find any of his stand tech, or if Kelsey can find any of her Neil.
There's some Neil there.
Yep, Fealty against trading. Guaranteed Neil at least. Guaranteed's always nice.
If she drew anything worth playing.
Yeah.
We didn't decide who was going first.
That's right.
We drew 2.
Oh, well, I didn't work.
Okay.
I did.
I'll go first.
All right, Kelsey going first.
Maybe she's got a Bob and not Mel because she wants to go first. Hardly ever see Barrett deck that wants to play first unless they've got Bob.
Yep. So Stinking Drunk on Eddard. Can't quite make out Kelsey's hand, but
2, 3, 7.
Oh, there it is. Goes Big Bobby himself.
yep, and Robert Baratheon. So that's gotta help.
Hope someone. It's
It's something. Let's see what Jossle is gonna get out with his trading.
Jossle's probably got some good cards too because he played trading. So.
Yep.
Oh, dupe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, Grey Wind.
Intimidate himself.
On a reducer.
Reducers are flowing wild on both sides from these mono houses.
Yeah, and so here was a brief costing mistake. I think he double used the 1 reducer. He used a reducer to pay for a reducer, and also used that for Rob. So Rob came out at a bit of a discount, but I think just an honest mistake there. Jossle is with a group of people that have been playing up in San Bruno who are relatively new to the game, so a little difficult to keep track of.
It still happens to me sometimes. So it's
Yeah,
definitely
all the time.
Probably not intentional. Yeah.
No, definitely not intentional, but yeah, I've done that. So Jossle going with an intrigue, or no, Kelsey going with an intrigue challenge and then getting promptly eaten by Grey Wind.
10, 11.
Right.
What do you do? Like, Grey Wind's already out there with Rob, so he can be eating his own little chuds
Yep.
and standing everybody against Bear Fealty, who doesn't really do well when you can stand all your stuff.
Is Rob the single worst card in the game that Baratheon Neil doesn't want to see?
Probably. It's pretty close. I mean, Jon Snow's super good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but oh, she does a military challenge? Seems sketchy.
Yep, I don't know if she missed the Rob trigger, but this will...
Reaction to winning. I win. Claim.
should let Jossle stand his board.
Oh, I think we missed it. Yep, we missed it.
So dying. Oh, when does
Going back a little bit.
Yep. Jossle, I think, did miss it originally and is now asking when he can trigger it.
Determine the winners.
determine?
Flames.
So claim this dice.
And then
Dice
reaction.
Trigger.
They are standing up the
Then
board.
reaction.
Get rid of
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Okay.
Any reactions?
Yeah, heal.
Brief rewind in game state there to go back to Rob's trigger, but
You have 0 gold?
the military challenge there is probably ill-advised, getting rid of the stinking drunk, standing everything.
Oh, no,
But
that's hard. Military. Since Brand's
Oh man, Hodor can actually attack too because Brand's out there. So rude.
Jossle's board is pretty stacked at the moment.
House card even?
The
No claim.
Winterfell steward having his little moment
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said power. I thought you said power.
No, military wins. And then power. What's it called?
of. Ooh, yeah. So Grey Wind could be eating more characters and making this even more rough, but looks like he's missing that.
Yeah, Grey Wind could eat the last faithful because his action is not limited as long as he can kneel. But going into dominance with Grey Wind and leaving Kelsey with some chud. Alright, so as I mentioned, we'll be giving away Battle of Braavos mats, so if you want to enter to win one of those, send me an email to jason@red5dev.com, and I'll post that in the description of this video as well. And this video, I want to know what your favorite card out of the core set is. You have any favorite cards out of the core set that you want to highlight, Alejandro?
Oh yeah, just the core set. Just a few cards.
Yeah.
Shoot. Gas and Gray, maybe?
Yeah, that was actually my pick. I'm a big fan of Martell and Gaston. Yeah.
Don't play a ton of Martell though. What do I play a lot of? Actually, let me get another answer. Maybe I'll get the answer.
You can wait. You can give the answer at the end of the video as well. Yeah, put you on the spot.
All right. It's all good.
All right. So
Look through some cards here.
What is Kelsey's outs here? What is she trying to do to get out of this board state?
She could punch Jossle in the face, and
that's an unconventional tournament move, but I don't.
I just don't think that there
move.
are very many here because
Yep.
look at that board. She's probably not running well because
Yep.
it's bare, and Stannis isn't gonna help. Mel's not gonna help a ton. What else is there? She could like outrun him. Maybe she does like double bob. You use seal the hand on him. Use ours as the fury and just like try to outrush him. But
Yeah,
it's a lot of cards culminating in that combination there.
Yeah, long odds on that. Getting back out more chud. Another faithful. I missed that, I think, but I think location reducer.
I can only think about trying to pick a card now. A core set card.
Yeah, I mean there are a lot. I like Gaston. I haven't played a ton of Greyjoy lately, but I always liked Balon essentially. Just liked his effect. But I think Gaston is my favorite. It just alters the board, the flow of the game so much once it hits the table. So I cheated and stole your 1.5 answer.
Dracarys, maybe? I used to play a lot of Targ.
Yep.
Um,
And it's a similar, just existence causes the game to have to play differently if you're playing against Targ. Which I was like, that's those effects.
Or should I just go with like the answer that's right, just Tyrion, pick Tyrion, because
Yeah.
Tyrion's broken.
Yeah, if you want to be boring, you can go with Tyrion, that's fine.
Oh my god, and Jon Snow hits the board.
Yeah, so the full package out on Jossle's side of the deck, pretty much.
It's so rough.
Okay, challenges.
Kelsey. Pull it off somehow. Maybe Jossle doesn't know the eat your own chud trick. That'll stall him out for a second.
True. Though with Jon Snow, he has 2 tricks now.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind. He's got the Jon Snow one too, so doesn't matter.
Eating the bastard.
Even-handed justice. I choose this for me. I choose that for you.
Or Neil.
Even-handed.
Just trying to kneel out all the renown. But then, unfortunately, Jon Snow is going to stand it all.
Yeah.
Oh, Jon Snow. Oh.
Stark is rough against a Neil heavy deck. It's not fair.
Let her go in for her. Oh, is that Linebringer? Oh, there you go, Lightbringer. Seal the hand. Not you, Magic. Ours is a Fury, and Bob just like wins in 2 turns.
So,
But probably not.
Okay, so there's a couple operations here. I win.
I do not condone violence. I should say that.
Renown.
It's a joke, kids.
Intimidate. Oh, I should cut that out. I won. So I can kneel pretty much anyone.
You can do both. Renown stand at the same time as intimidate. No type
Yep.
issues there.
Now choosing the Neil target. Which is John, but
No attack. Need you to stand your board.
It's one of the reasons Stark Fealty, the popularity of Stark Fealty is one of the reasons why the bear is so like out of the meta right now. I used to love playing Barra Fealty. I played a lot of Barra Lion, and it's just that if you run into Stark, you almost auto lose. So it's so hard to do it.
yeah, it's a rough matchup. I've avoided Barrow because I hate playing against Neil so much that when I am kneeling somebody else's board out, I just feel bad. So I've avoided it largely, but
He doesn't get to stand.
yeah.
but he
So
does
I don't have a ton of experience with it. Kelsey plays with us at Mountain View, and she's I think one of the few kind of Barrow players that consistently plays that. So I've played against her with it occasionally, but otherwise avoid it. And now the stand trick.
Sweet Summer Child. Do you think there's a lot of Neil in Barra Fields to you? We don't want to get into 1.0, but there was so much Neil in 1.0. So I don't mind it too much. That's basically what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, I mean I don't mind it other than Stannis I find to be an immoral card, but outside of that.
There was.
No, it was no. That's why you.
There's also a Lannister
power to win the
1.0. There was a lot of Lannister in 1.0 play too.
Yeah,
A lot of Lannister in Game of Thrones LCG.
Lannister in 1.0 is the Neil mechanic house, right?
Yes, yeah.
I did not play 1.0.
There was a lot of
so.
Neil there too. Yeah, I played that deck a few times. It was landing no agenda. It was pretty great.
Yeah. So, Jossle consistently getting one use of Grey Wind out, but he's missing the second. I don't know if he thinks it's limit once or just not thinking about it after the stand, but a little more pressure could be applied there.
Oh, wait, if he's playing March of the Wall, yeah, he could have
Yeah.
marched away that big Bobby.
Actually,
Yep.
before I want you to summon. I want to see what you're doing in the
Jossle asking to see the summons target, which is fair enough.
Yep.
Maybe Jossle's just trying to make this round last a little bit longer. It's the first round. You gotta.
Yeah.
Tanks.
Soaking up the camera time.
That's true.
Yeah, we recorded the table 2 throughout the day, so this will be cycling throughout various players. And yeah.
Who's the target? I didn't even catch that.
I also missed it, actually. I don't know if it was shown to the camera or I might have just... I don't know.
I think we're as checked out as they are at this point.
You played at the Battle of Braavos. Did you actually run into many Stark fealties? I was expecting to see more. I didn't actually run into any, but maybe I just happened to not get paired with them.
I did. I think I ran into 2. I ran into Jossle around 2. And then Brad, one of our players out in Concord, was playing it. I think those were the only 2.
Got it.
So, yeah. Healthy amount of Stark. I guess there wasn't as many main house Lannisters as I was expecting, but there was certainly like 50% of the field was at least Banner and Lion.
Yeah, I think 50% had a Lannister house card, but yeah, I think there was only 2 main house, if I recall. But yeah,
I know of at least 3.
3.
So,
okay.
Yeah,
I remember it was less than I thought, but there's still a lot of Lannister overall.
I wonder if that's like people thinking that Lannister isn't all that good anymore, or if people are just like tired of playing Lannister. Which
combination of people being tired of playing Lannister and people teching to try to beat main house Lannister that nobody brings main house Lannister.
That's just getting too meta, man. It's cool. I brought a deck that I thought worked really well against Lannister and ended up not playing a whole lot of Lannister today.
Yeah. I was playing Martell Lion, so I was contributing to the Lannister house card side of things. But yeah,
God, that deck's so fun. So fun. I need to play that deck more, even though somehow I'm not that good with it. But
yeah, I seem to be,
talk about that later.
Yeah, just I can barely eke out with it sometimes. I should be better in general, but specifically at that. Because I played a lot of Martell Crossing, as has been shown on this video, and at our casual nights, and then I played Martell Lion from time to time as well. And then whatever else I have around, I tend to move around.
Mm-hmm.
I don't consider even though I've been playing a lot of Martell, I don't consider myself a player of just one house.
So one thing I'd say for Jossle is that maybe he doesn't know that you can use Grey Wind twice, but if I was playing on his side, I would give as little information to my opponent as I could. So I'd probably start military, and he'd have to oppose with everybody, and then I'd Grey Wind one of the fiery followers, trigger Jon Snow, Grey Wind the other one, and then have Robb Stark go away for claim.
Yep.
And that's just how I would play it. I don't know if that's the right call necessarily, but
yeah, I think specifically with Grey Wind, at least when I kind of started playing this Stark deck and all those Robb combos, kind of the interesting things you can do with Grey Wind, especially with all the stand, was always something that took me a few times of actually having it done to me to realize just how versatile and impactful it can be. But yeah, I think there are kind of several uses of it where you probably could have gotten a board wipe, which would have been better. But sometimes it's I don't know, at least for me, it was a little tricky interaction originally to just understand how that all worked.
It's true. You could even have gone in with like Robb, and then done Grey Wind, done Jon Snow, stood everybody with Robb, then done Grey Wind again, and then everybody else has stood besides Grey Wind, and that just seems weird. But
yeah,
that's how I would have played it. Nonetheless, it's still looking like it's going to come to a close here pretty soon. Now Renown. And that's 15, I think. No, it's not.
27. I think we are at 14 right now. Now dominance is 15.
Okay.
And
there you
that
go.
is game. So
Oof.
yeah, round 1 in the book. So next week or next video will be Lance versus DJ. So come and check that out.
That's a good one too. Spoilers.
Yeah. See you then.
Oh, have a good one.